I got it fixed. um, kind of, sort of. I don't know what it's doing. I keep getting a buffering on this side where it says live video starting, and I don't know if it's recording, so I think it is. Okay, guys, I am back. I tried switching over to my laptop, and that didn't work. I think my desktop is having some component issues. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a thing here on my other Facebook page. Just a second. Okay. Anyway, I hope you're back on, and if not, just review it later. This video. I don't know why it's doing that. I really don't. I think it could be any number of things. Um, but I think my desktop is four and a half years old, and I think it's just about ready to go fall over and die. So I'm going to got to put money back and get a new desktop. Because your average life of electronics like this is about 5 years, and too bad they put in planned obsolescence in these. They should make them so tough that they don't fail ever. Okay, it would save money. It really would. But anyway, as far as this goes, I first of all I officially shut down my Ginger's store over at Wix. It is now shut down. Reason why I did that because of all those terrorists and all the confusion, and Wix keeps adding on stuff that kind of hard to figure out, and they should make it simpler, but they didn't. So my store is no more. I mean, I tried pushing it for 3 years, 3.5, 4 years, and I don't know what's going on. I think there's some people that are very, very jealous and they don't want the competition. Well, news to them. They're going to have to want the competition in order to stay healthy on this, on any store or anything healthy. So, what I am planning to do is push on my podcast, my chat show, especially on YouTube, push on that, and if this portion doesn't work very well, I will start posting videos, playing videos on my YouTube channel and go that route. And you can put commentaries in there later, or in there. I'll open it so you can make a commentary. I want to push that so I could get at least 1,000 subscriptions or more. They lowered it a little bit. 1,000 subscriptions, what I need to go live 3 times a week. And then eventually I would set up a merchandise store so I could promote my products that way and try to earn a little extra money. I am now doing, and also trying to get the point where I could earn money through their advertisements too, because it would really help. Anyway, that out of the way, as you probably know and aware, there's a lot of this misinformation going around, especially like, oh, people eating cats and dogs and all the other crap that Nome is putting out and everything else. You know what she needs to do? She needs to shut up. You know, I don't know what's got into the woman. I really don't. And she does not deserve that position in the DOJ whatsoever. Both her and Bondi in the DOJ, okay? Um, they don't belong there. They don't know how, like Trump, they don't know how anything works, okay? Why this works, why the law is the way it is, and um, why sentencing is this way and everything else, because society demands it, okay? That's the part they don't seem to get, okay? Um, so the misinformation has got to stop. So it's up to us, you, me, and everybody else, is to correct them. Say, no, that is not true. And they say, oh, it is true. I go, okay, then prove it. Prove to me that it's true. No propaganda stuff or anything else. Prove it to me is true. And if you can't prove it, that's telling me that you're lying. You know, push back. And this is what we need to do. We need to push back. We need to push back on Trump, push back on Miller, and say, no, this is wrong. You don't separate people. You don't separate families. You don't put them in like alligator Alcatraz or whatever. And you know who I think belongs in alligator Alcatraz? Trump and company. Trump and his whole cabinet belong in alligator Alcatraz. They need to sit there for a week and see how long they last. Okay? Because I'm pretty sure a good 100% of them belong in jail. They really do. No, Bondi, she broke so many laws it's not even funny. And the rank and file is not very happy with her. Okay? They need to push back on her and they go, and they should ignore the fact that she's the head of the DOJ and they should say, no, this is wrong. That's not how it works. They need to start educating her, and if she won't listen, then she needs to be pushed out. Okay? She needs to be fired. Now, there's some I saw that's saying, oh, well, Trumpism is here to stay and everything else. I said, it sounds like to me you're giving up. You shouldn't be giving up to a bully. And yes, Patel and others will be removed by the new president. They'll remove them. They have the power to remove them. Okay? It happens. And I'm sure the next new president comes in, which I hope is either Buttigieg or Mr. O'Rourke or Gavin Newsom or other good leaders that we do have that does know how everything works. They could go in there and remove them. They could fire Patel, remove him, and get a new FBI director in there. And what I suggest is they promote from within the ranks. Those that are professionals that know how it works, what the laws are. And above all, the new president should do this. He should ban ICE. Don't use ICE. Put the National Guard and the Marines back their respective positions. In other words, cancel everything and put everything back the way it was. And I'm pretty sure also the other thing that Trump did was destroy the iconic Rose Garden. He's an idiot. That needs to be put back the way it was. And I'm sure it can be very quickly. Because that Rose Garden was planted by Jackie Kennedy well over 60 years ago. Okay, she planted that garden. She made a kitchen garden is what she did. So, and all that. Now, Trump imposed a 25% tariff on Japan and China, in which affects Temu and Shein, the online retailers, on their products. How about putting a tariff on Trump? Make him pay for all of it. Make it come out of his pocket. He has no business using tariffs, okay? And probably might suspect that that's all he knows. The guy won't listen. He won't learn. And he needs to be told no. And tariffs and once a new president comes in, tariffs need to be banned too. Tariffs and ICE, those two need to be banned. No more. And also, as Senator Schiff said, there should be new, stronger guardrails in place to prevent this kind of thing from happening again. Okay? And Trump should be in prison. He belongs there. He should be in the prison for mentally insane. It's where he belongs. Along with Stephen Miller. He belongs in there. The tariff thing is not going to help anybody or anything. And I think the companies now need to push back. They need to file a lawsuit against Trump. And China and Japan need to go to The Hague, the International Court, and file a lawsuit there. And say, hey, this is wrong. This has got to stop. This is not helping. And people need to grow a spine and go against Trump. Grow a spine. Congress, you need to grow a spine. I'm talking about the MAGAs, not the regular GOP in there. I'm talking about the MAGAs. Or the MAGAs interfering with the other GOP trying to do their jobs. And I think that's what's happening right there. They need to stop being afraid of Trump. Grow a spine, grow a brain, and implement impeachment. And write the impeachment in such a way where it removes the whole cabinet. The whole thing. And then do a snapshot election. In other words, invite maybe 2 from the Democratic side and maybe 2 from the GOP side. I don't think the GOP is going to promote anybody because most of them were retiring and out of there. But 2 from Democratic and 2 from the Independent. Now, another thing that I've noticed is Elon Musk. And he's forming a new third party called the American Party. When Trump is sitting there, as usual, he's panicking. That's what he's doing. He's mocking and he's pushing back at Elon Musk. Well, it's not going to work and that's not going to work. Well, you know what, Trump? You need to grow up. There are other parties in the United States. There really are. You know what? They should all be equal. Not pushed out, not pushed back, or whatever. They should all be equal. If they want to serve in Congress and everything else, but they need to, how should I put this? They need to go for the common good, is what they really need to do. Okay? They need to say, hey, we need to make things better for everybody. You, me, everybody. And what I suggest for Congress is this: get rid of their Cadillac health care and get on Medicare and Medicaid and make it universal. That money could go in there. Put all the programs back, social programs that helped everybody back. Been working just fine. Trump should have left it alone. Okay? Promises don't mean a thing to him. And people need to stop listening to Trump. I've stopped listening to him. I haven't heard any of his speeches or anything else, because all he does is word salad. Now, the ones that I do listen to is Senator Schiff from California. I listen to Governor Newsom of California. I listen to Pete Buttigieg, former Secretary of Transportation. I listen to Beto O'Rourke from Texas. And they're very articulate. They're very knowledgeable. And above all, they do research. Now, speaking of Texas and everything, my heart and love goes out to the families that lost their daughters in that flooding. There's a lot of misinformation going on in the flooding too, and that doesn't help. It's caused by not really communicating strong enough what the weather's going to do. Mother Nature will do what Mother Nature will do. I mean, once it gets started, you gotta get the word out. And NOAA and National Weather Service need to be back up to full strength, because the storms are getting stronger, especially now the hurricane season is starting. They already had a tropical storm hit the Carolinas. How much damage that did, they don't know yet. But they're forming. They're working on forming. And then you still have tornado season is still going too. But it will be slowly winding down soon. But I think at the end of this month it'll be winding down. There have been some nasty tornadoes in the last 3 or 4 months. Anyway, I will post this to my YouTube channel, and I hope it works properly. Anyway, I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. See you later. I'll see you on Wednesday, and hopefully I can get this thing to work properly. I think Facebook is not fixing their issues on their Facebook Live. Why, I don't know. But I'll be posting a video on my YouTube channel on Wednesday. I'm just tired of fighting this. Okay? I'll talk to you later. Love you all. Bye-bye.